So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Red Manx TV video, and in today's video, I'll be doing the preview for our game on Fridays, Manchester United take on Everton. This will be an FA Cup third round game. If you do enjoy this one, make sure to give it a thumbs up, guys, be much appreciated. Also, subscribe to the channel, bottom right corner, hit that red button with notification bell on, so you guys can get notified as soon as new videos go live. And as always, guys, make sure to get involved in the comment section, let me know your thoughts and your score predictions for the game. But anyway, guys, let's get on to the preview. So guys, what's going on? So tomorrow night, Manchester United will once again be in action at Old Trafford, taking on Everton in the third round of the FA Cup. And I think going into this game tomorrow, the key word for me is rotation. I think over the next couple of games or so, with the likes of Everton and Charlton coming up in the Cups, I think it's really key now that we try to rotate this side as much as possible. Because when we return back to Premier League action, we're going to be taking on Arsenal and Man City, the teams that are first and second in the Premier League. And for me, those two games are going to be vital for our season, and I'm really excited for them as well, because it's going to tell us where we are at this point in time under Ten Hag as a squad. Because if we can get a couple of good results against them, you know, that will really show where we are at the moment and the progress we are making. But again, because we could get hammered by both of these teams and be set back to a reality where we know we're not good enough at the moment, we know we're not anywhere near these type of teams. But with the way we're playing at the moment, I don't fear any of those two. You could call me stupid, you could call me dumb, but I don't fear those teams with the way we're playing at the moment. So I'm really looking forward to those two games. But again, these cup games for me are quite good as well. I always do look forward to the cups, because it allows different players to play. You get to see players that don't normally get to see on the pitch in a normal Premier League game. The likes of McTominay, Fred, Iqbal could be in line to make a start for one of these games as well. I do think the one coming up tomorrow is going to be a bit of a stronger side, because you're against Premier League opposition. And again, I've said it at the start of the season, I wanted to prioritise a cup this season, as well as top four, which was the main aim and the only aim for me. I said at the start of the season, top four for me under Ten Hag in his first season would have been the perfect first season for Eric Ten Hag. But if he can get a cup in there as well, that'd be really impressive. And how well we're doing in the cups as well. We've made it quite far in the League Cup. We've got Charlton up next in that, and we've got a good opportunity tomorrow to get past Everton. And with the way they're playing at the moment, I'm very confident in doing that. But I am confident going into every game at the moment. Every team that we're playing, I'm going to be confident, because the players are making us believe. They're putting in the effort, they're putting in the shift, and they're showing us that they can do it, which we haven't seen for a very long time. So I am looking forward to the cup game tomorrow. But again, I want to give the likes of Varane, Rashford, Casemiro, Eriksen, Antony, Martial, and the other Antony as much rest as possible, so they can be raring to go 100% fit, ready when we return back to Premier League action. And I'm really, you don't understand how much I'm looking forward to those type of games coming up in the Premier League. But, you know, the Cups, we can't take them lightly, to be fair. As I've said, I do think we will expect a strongish team tomorrow against Everton as a Premier League opposition. And the key things for me is that Dalot and Martinez are back and should be starting this game. And I think these two games for me, for at least Martinez and Dalot, are going to be really key as well to get back up to full fitness. So those two can be ready for the Premier League games coming up as well. Because I think they're going to be really important for those two games as well. Because if you're playing against Arsenal and Man City and you're playing short at the back, I wouldn't be too confident in him being there. And with Martinez there and the way he's been playing this season, I'd be a lot more confident. And Dalot over Wan-Bissaka as well, it would just give us a bit more belief. So I think those two playing the next couple of games or so to get themselves back up to full fitness and round to go is going to be really key as well. But again, one player I want to see come into this squad for one of these cup games, if it's the Everton one tomorrow or the Charlton one, is Iqbal. And we may get a few more surprises, but he was the one in pre-season that really impressed me, and I wanted to see a bit more of him. And I couldn't wait until these type of cup games to come. I was hoping we'd get similar opposition to Charlton, and we did get Charlton in the end in the League Cup. So I think that could be a game that he comes in for, and he can show a lot more of himself in that game. I don't think he'll be too involved tomorrow. I think it will be a strongish second team for Manchester United against Everton. But saying that, guys, I will put my team on the screen now. So guys, here's my team for tomorrow's game against Everton in the FA Cup. So I've got David De Gea in net. Left hand side I've got Malacia, and I have gone with Martinez to return back to the squad alongside Harry Maguire, and also returning back to the squad Diego Dalot. In the midfield, I've switched up. I've got McFred in there, so Fred and McTominay. I think this is a perfect game for them to come back in to give Casemiro and Eriksen a rest, and probably a rest for the Charlton game as well. And I have gone with a forward line of Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Elanga, and Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford, for me, was a bit of one I was debating, but again, I just don't think with the form he's in at the moment, you could drop him. I don't think you can. You can at the moment, but I would have played him on the wing, but again, I expect Garnacho, and I want Garnacho to start in this one. So I do think just for this game, Marcus Rashford will be told to play up front for this one, and maybe he can score a couple of goals here against a very poor Everton side. So hey guys, that's my team going into the game. Of course, as I've said, it's rotated a lot, which is a good thing. So let me know what you guys think down below, and let's get back to the preview. So guys, what's going on? So there we go. It's my team going into the game for the game against Everton tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think down below. And also guys, get involved in the comment section and let me know your teams and what players you want to start this game. What players would you rest for the next couple of games? So I do think a lot of us will have a different opinion on what players you expect to start the game tomorrow and the Charlton one. What players you want rested. So it'd be really, really interesting to see your views on it going into the game tomorrow and next week's game. So let me know down below guys. But as I've said, I wanted to go strongish, not too strong, but strongish in this game just because it is Premier League opposition. I wanted to try and throw a few surprises in there. I was debating it, but I'm going to leave that for next week's game against Charlton, where we should see a lot of surprises in that side. But yeah, I didn't want to put any into this game just because it is the Cup. You're against Premier League opposition. You don't know what's going to happen, and I just wanted to make sure we get the job done and continue the run we're going on at the moment, because we can't really level off that, can we? So I'm really excited for that. There were some people saying you can't drop Rashford for this game. He's in fine form. He's scoring every game, and if you do drop him, he's going to lose his confidence. But then you have a thing in your head where you're thinking, I want to try and rest you. Or I think Eric Ten Hag will think, I want to rest you, mate, for the next two key games. They're massive games. You're one of our key players at the moment. You're saving us every game. I want you for the Arsenal game. I want you for the Man City game. 100% fit, raring to go. So I do think there will be that thought in Ten Hag. So it'll be in Ten Hag's head. But I think it'll be really interesting to see if he does start this game, because maybe that will be a statement saying, I don't want to drop you because you might stop scoring goals for me. So it'd be really, really interesting to see what he does there. But again, I'm excited to see Lisandro Martinez and Diego Dalot being back for this game. They came off the bench last time. I think getting their fitness up and getting them round to go for the Premier League games coming up are going to be really, really key as well, because they're two key players this season that have not let this Manchester United side down, and probably been two of our better players. But there's like 5 or 6 of them which all have a case for being our best player this season, and even De Gea as well, so make that 7. So it's been a really, really triumphant run for Manchester United at the moment. I want to continue that in this game, and I do expect us to win this one. But a bit about Everton at the moment, guys. Well, we all know the trouble they're in at the moment, coming off a 4-1 defeat to Brighton at home. The relationship between Frank Lampard, the fans, the players at the moment is very, very toxic. The players don't look like they're playing for him at the moment. You're seeing some of the really bad mistakes they're making against Brighton, and it just doesn't look like that relationship between Lampard and Everton is working now. I don't think it was ever going to work out, in my opinion. I did question it when it happened, because going from Chelsea then to Everton, you didn't do very well at Chelsea at all. You're dropping down to Everton, and that's still not your level. That's what I'm finding with Lampard at the moment, because the quality on the pitch is there. Calvert-Lewin, Damari Gray, Anthony Gordon, former PSG midfielder Idrissa Gueye, Onana from Lille, brought in Conor Cody. You got Pickford in goal, Tarkowski at the back as well, who they brought in to make a difference, and they're just not clicking at all. And I think that's down to the manager, to be fair. I just don't think he has what it takes to manage a sort of side like Everton, who should not be near the bottom of the Premier League and struggling like they are at the moment. And the fans are making their voices clear. They're making their case, which I think Lampard will not last much longer. And I think his next game is against Manchester United tomorrow, and I don't think that's going to help them all, going from a 4-1 defeat to Brighton to taking on high-flying Manchester United. So with the way they're playing at the moment, I'm very, very confident to win this game, even with a lot of rotation, which I think will be key for this Manchester United side. It'll be very, very strong anyway, because Dalot will be playing, Martinez. If Rashford plays as well, I think he's going to get a couple of goals against the Everton side. But it'll be interesting to see what happens, because in that front line, it's going to be interesting to see what we do, because who goes in striker? We don't have any other striker than Martial at the moment. Do you play Rashford there? That'll be interesting to see what happens in that situation, because you can play Elanga on one side, you can play Garnacho on the other, which I think they're going to be our wingers. But then you've got to sort out the situation between Martial playing up front, And of course, Rashford playing up front as well. So that'll be really interesting to see what he does. But again, I do think he will have the intention to go very, very strong tomorrow, because it's a game we cannot be taking lightly at the end of the day. It's a really good opportunity to progress in the cup. And then next week, we have an even better opportunity against Charlton to get even further in the EFL Cup as well, guys. So I'm very, very excited. I love the cup games because you get to see a bit of a mixture of players. You get to rest players as well. So that's why I look forward to them. But hopefully Iqbal makes a start. That'd be really, really good. But yeah, guys, my score prediction, I'm going to say Manchester United 2, Everton 0. I do think it'll be a convincing game. I don't think it'll be a very end-to-end game or a very fast-paced game, because a lot of these players will be playing again for the first time in a while, or together for the first time in a while. So I don't think I had the chemistry that our key players I've had in the last couple of games or so. So I'm going 2-0, guys. It'll be convincing. It'll be quite easy for this Manchester United side, hopefully. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. If you did happen to enjoy this one, smash a like, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I love doing them for you guys, so make sure to do that. Subscribe bottom right corner with the notification bell on. Let me know your score predictions in the comments, guys. How confident are you going into this game? But anyway, guys, that's what we've done, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.